Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica and this is Indigo Lightworker Tarot. Today I'm going to do a reading for Virgo, okay? So for all my Virgos out there, I welcome you. Okay, first I'm going to start out with channel messages from your angels. Okay, so I might look a bit strange, okay? And I'm just going to if I do, I'm receiving a download, a message for you, Virgo, at this time. Okay, so just bear with me. There might be some pauses at this time, but your angels want to pass on some information to you, and we're just going to see what messages come out for you, Virgo. Okay. Okay, so Spirit is saying, Virgo, the time has come for you to choose what you want. Okay, so that will be different for each of you, but there are choices to be made at this time for you, Virgo. Spirit is saying. They're saying that support and protection is there for you now. Just let it flow. Okay, so you have a lot of resources now at your disposal, Virgo, Spirit is saying. You just have to tap into it. They're saying that there's something in your energy about letting things just happen naturally with that. Just let it flow. Okay, so don't stifle yourself in some type of way here, Virgo, or don't let outside sources stifle you. Okay, you just need to let things naturally take shape in a lot of ways. Okay, and that'll be different for each of you. I'm getting a boat, okay, that is naturally letting the waves move it in the direction of the wind in some type of way. It's very relaxing, a very calming energy that surrounds you, Virgo. Okay, so you're kind of like that boat, okay? You just have to take charge of where you see yourself going. But in a lot of respects, you have the support system there with the elements, okay? And you have support systems there as well. Okay, you just have to tap into that. Okay, so there's something about letting the resources at your disposal take advantage of those. Take advantage of your resources. Okay, they're saying that there's people at this time that could be standing in your way of what you want. Okay, but they're saying that you can easily just get around them. Okay, you can easily just kind of, like with the boat, they're showing me the boat that's just kind of moving to the left or moving to the right, just getting around. There could be a rock in the water or a buoy or something along those lines. You just got to make a little bit of a turn, and you will get around the people who are standing in your way. Okay, so there could be people that don't see things the way you see them. Okay, and you could be letting them have more power than they deserve in your life. So Spirit is saying you can finagle your way around these people. Okay, and it might not be as hard as you think it is. Okay, if you're in a boat, it's just a little bit of movement to get around something. Okay, so you've got to look at the situation maybe in a different way, and it's not as hard as you think it is to get around a person that might be standing in the way of what you want. Okay, it'll be different for each of you, but there is a way to do it. Okay, don't think that you're stuck. Spirit doesn't want you to think you're stuck. Okay, you have a lot at your disposal, I'm feeling. Okay, Spirit is kind of putting that into me at this time. I can feel a lot of resources there. Okay. Okay, they're wanting you to stand up and be heard. Okay, so that might be how you get around a certain person that's in your way, is you got to use your throat chakra. Okay? So let what you need and what you want be heard. Don't be afraid to speak up. Okay? Sometimes all you got to do is say what you need to say in the right way. Okay, and they'll get the point. The person will get it. Okay, and you'll be able to accomplish whatever needs to be accomplished at this time for you. Okay? Sometimes we make things out to be bigger than they are in our mind. Okay, and that's easy to do. So easy to do. Is somebody can make themselves seem more powerful and more intimidating than they really are. Okay? And that's a tactic that they're using, but in reality, they're very insecure. Okay? But they have portrayed themselves in a way that they want you to feel intimidated, but they really are not that way. Okay? So take that how it resonates with you here, Virgo. Okay, they're saying that the time has come for you to challenge the norms. Okay, so maybe what you're setting out or what you need to do is not something that other people to perceive to be like the way it's always been handled. Okay, but that's not for you. The norms are not for you. You're going to do something that could be a little bit shocking, a little bit against, or people might perceive to be out there in some type of way, or something that is it's going to be different. So maybe you're thinking about something that's a little bit out there and a little bit kind of challenges what society has set in place as to what is acceptable and what isn't acceptable, but not in a bad way. Okay? But you need to do that. You need to challenge that. Because maybe whatever's been set in place is not for the greatest good of a situation. Okay? And once you challenge it, people will see things in a new light and an awareness will take place. Okay? So you're here to to bring awareness to something that people have found to be normal, but maybe that norm is not right or correct or the way that things should be taking place. Okay, just take this message how it resonates for you. Okay, they're saying that people might not understand you, but you don't need to be understood. Okay? So, as long as you understand where you're coming from and you're standing in your truth and on your values, you don't need to be understood by others, okay? That might come in time, or that will come in time, that people will understand, but they don't need to understand right away, okay? You don't need their approval or to justify yourself to anyone, okay? As long as you know that where you're coming from is a place where you need to challenge something that is a norm, and maybe people are not standing behind you or they're not getting it, that's okay at this time. You don't just keep moving forward is what Spirit is saying. Keep pushing through, okay? And that's what they want you to do. They want you to challenge something, okay? And that's going to be different for each of you. Okay, I'm getting strike a match. So maybe you need to set a fire to something that's been a way of, let me think about this. Okay, strike a match. Maybe you need to find your spark, your zest for life, okay? In some type of way. And once you strike that match, you're going to see what you need to accomplish and what you need to challenge and where you need to go. Okay, you're once you strike that match, you're going to have your light bulb moment in some type of way. Okay, and that's, so Spirit is saying something about your creativity. Whatever you feel passionate about and creative about, that's where the match will be lit. Okay? And you need to find whatever brings about that spark for you. Okay? Okay, so I'm being called to use the tarot now with you, Virgo. Okay, so we're just going to pull the tarot and see what else Spirit wants to say to you, Virgo. Okay. We have the World. Okay. So the possibilities are right there within your reach, because you've completed some type of cycle, okay? And you've accomplished a lot, okay, Virgo? You could be seeing the number 999, but also you could, where you find your spark could be with travel at this time, okay? So really find that zest for life, that and really celebrate your life at this time. Whatever fills you with joy, and that could be people, places, or things, or knowledge, family, friendships. Okay, you've obtained something. Something has been obtained with you. Okay, and it could be you found yourself in a lot of ways. Okay, we have a Knight of Wands, but in reverse. Okay, you've completed some type of cycle, but now you find it, you kind of feel stuck in something. Okay, and you're frustrated at this time. So you could be feeling frustrated. And that could be with love. Okay, or just in general. Also, there's some anger in your energy. Okay. Okay, we have a Queen of Pentacles, and this could be you, Virgo, or it could be another earth sign. Okay, you could be a parent, Virgo, but you do have financial, you have people relying on you financially in some type of way. You're a very practical person. You try to see things practically. Let's find out more. Oh, we have you. We have the Hermit, Virgo energy. Okay. So Spirit is saying, if you look for, if you really search yourself and your soul and what you want and what you desire, and you really go inward and contemplate what it is that you need, okay, you're going to find it. You will find the truth. All you have to do, and you will find yourself once you do some soul searching. Okay, and meditation can be very important for you at this time, Virgo. So, if you're not already meditating, Spirit is wanting you to do that. Okay, and once you do that, you're going to find answers there. Okay? Everything you need is at your disposal. Okay, you just might need to shine a light on your own self and have a lot of self-awareness. Okay? And that is where your wisdom lies. Okay? All right, we have the Nine of Wands. So you might feel, okay, and it's falling under the World. So you might feel like you've been put through the ringer. Okay? You're battered, you're tattered. You could have been beat up and hurt by life at this time. You've endured a lot. Okay? You might feel like you're struggling. You've accomplished a lot. But it's cost you some stuff. Okay? You've had to persevere. You've had to be resilient and just carry through, okay? And it's left you with some marks, okay? And maybe marks on your heart, marks on your soul. You might be a little bit bitter. You might be guarded at this time. And Spirit is wanting you to lean on your support systems, okay? And Spirit is one of your support systems, your angels. But also, you have other people that are standing with you at this time. So you just need to lean on that support system. Okay? All right, and we have the Three of Pentacles. So there's some type of collaboration or project that you could be working on, and it's leaving you frustrated. Okay, so maybe, because this is falling under the Knight of Wands reversed. Okay, so it could be that you have poured into something, and you're at work, you're working with others on it. Okay, but they're not pulling their weight in some form. Okay, and this has left delays with this project. It's left you frustrated and angry. Okay. You feel like you're having to shoulder too much responsibility. Okay. Let's find out more. Okay, we have Eight of Cups, but reversed. All right, so maybe these people around you are not carrying their weight, and you need to drop the dead weight, but you're resisting it because you're afraid of change. Maybe these people bring something to the table, but it's just not enough. It's not working out, okay? And you're fearing, like, dissolving this partnership that you've been dealing with. because there is some safety, some comfortability there. Okay, and you don't really know which direction you would go if you let go of this collaboration that you've been dealing with. Okay, but let's see what Spirit is wanting you to do. Yeah, okay, we have a Five of Wands, but reversed. Okay, so whatever you've been working on, you've been trying to avoid conflict with this. Okay, you really don't want to ruffle feathers, I'm feeling. You're trying to be respectful, and you don't agree with these people on a lot of ways. Y'all are not seeing eye to eye on something, but it's kind of like, I'm going to agree to disagree. So I don't want to fight with you. But we have Temperance here. So you've been patient, and you're trying to find your balance. Well, Spirit is wanting you to turn this negative situation into a positive. And that might mean walking away from something that you've been resisting. Okay, let me see. Okay, we have the Seven of Wands, but reversed. So you feel exhausted. Like you want to give up and overwhelmed. Okay? Because this is reversed. So you've been feeling overwhelmed. But okay, let's get to your advice. What's the advice for Virgo with this situation? We have a King of Wands, but reversed. I think Spirit is saying take a chance. Okay, usually this is a bad card, but I'm feeling that you need to go for what you want. Okay? You might have to be a little bit ruthless. Okay? Because this is just not working out for you. This situation that you've been dealing with. Okay? And you've been resisting this change. Okay? But these people are trying to place unachievable expectations onto you. And Spirit is saying that you could easily just change the situation. Make a bold move. Don't keep dealing with this crap that you don't want to deal with. Okay? Because these people are really it's really causing a lot of, it's not where you want to be. You're very unhappy with whatever. I feel like this is more work than love, but it could be love. But you're not happy with this situation that you've got yourself into. Okay? This energy is frustrated. Okay? So Spirit is saying, okay, can you give me more advice on this? Okay, we have an Ace of Cups. So this could be in love that you're feeling frustrated. Okay, maybe you have more than one option in the love department. And somebody doesn't want to let go of you. And they keep holding, it could be that someone's holding on to you and you don't really want to let this go. But you're trying to figure out what's best for both of you in this situation. Okay? Spirit, the advice is you're going to have some sort of new beginning in love. Okay? And this could be like a work project that you're just super passionate about. So you might have been working with a group of people that it's just you're not meshing well together. Okay? But they're saying, Spirit is saying, you're going to move toward another, it could be you switch jobs or you find a different team to work with on a project. And that is where you're going to have an abundant new beginning. Okay, so it could be in love, it could be in work. Okay, but you're going to be passionate about this new beginning. Okay, so there's some type of creative new beginning. It could be in love and it could be in work. That's headed your way. That's your advice. Your advice is kind of to start over, to move in a different direction. Okay, whether in love or in work. Okay, that's what Spirit is saying at this time. All right. All right, we got Queen Rising. I just pulled a deck. It says stepping into power, praise, coming up, spotlight. I feel like this is you, Virgo. You are a queen or a king rising. Okay? So I feel like other people could have been holding you back in some type of way. And you've just been kind of playing it safe. And you've kind of felt stuck in something. Something that you feel that's been holding you back. Okay, but you're going through divine guidance. You've found yourself again. Okay, and you're changing this. You're going to change the situation. And you could change your situation very quickly with that King of Wands reversed. You could be dealing with a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I think you're going to make a bold move in a new direction, and that be love or work. Okay? I'm getting a little bit more of a love situation with that Ace of Cups, but it could just be something that you love in work. Okay? Something that really lights you on fire and you're very passionate about. Okay? All right, so that concludes this reading for you, Virgo. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great day.